everybody. Yeah, sorry, I'm a little messy here. You hire when you wake up in the morning, you look like somebody scared you to death. Anyway, I'm doing good. Um, Here's about three things I want to talk about today, and again, it will be a short video. Um, I hope all is well. Today is Friday, August 1st, 2025. We can say goodbye to July. Um, Things are kind of cooling off up here somewhat. Not as hot not as hot today as it was. Uh, I have both fans off right now. I'll probably turn them on a little later just to freshen up. Um, so anyway, um, as you know, was it? Yeah, well, yesterday, today. Well, actually, it happened today. Uh, do you remember Ghislaine Maxwell, the partner in crime with uh, Mr. Epstein? Well, of course, you know she's a convicted sex trafficker, and she was today after what week or 2 weeks after her meeting with Trump's DOJ personnel. Um, she's been transferred from a federal prison in Florida, which was a level 3 prison, to a federal minimum security camp in Texas. Um, Apparently, it's that camp is for those white collar crimes. Um, anyway, she's been transferred there. Um, I'm thinking more like special privileges, but um, she kept complaining about the prison in Florida that wasn't really nice. And apparently, this Camp Bryan is much nicer. Well, it doesn't really have fencing per se. I mean, they're watching the prisoners, but uh, apparently there's a lot more privileges. I would have to find out more about it, how it's set up and everything. Because they said there is 5 levels of prisons. You have the super max, then you have the maximum security, one level down, then you have minimum security, depends on what it specializes in. Then you have the minimum security, like you have in Bryan, Texas. Um, Super max are super strict. So there they have the super max. Those prisons, all the prisoners are kept in solitary, and they're only let out 1 hour a day, and depends on the schedule. They schedule them in such a way where they can't meet with other prisoners. Oh, they know they're there, but they can't see or hear them. Um, and they're scheduled to go to a certain time of the day to exercise and then shower and then come back into their cell, and they'll have their meals directly in their cell. They're now allowed to go to uh, a mess hall. Then there are other prisoners below that level that do allow prisoners to mix together. There's some that aren't and some that are. And then there are some that they go to the mess hall. There's some allowed assigned certain duties, like keeping the floors clean and everything, and do laundry. Some do make laundry plates or other carpentry, industries. Some prisons are very well um, Well, what they do is they're very self-sufficient, let's put it this way. And then there are some that are not. So it depends on the state, but it's still under the federal jurisdiction. But anyway, I don't know if he's doing this because he's afraid of her or what the deal is. So I mean, I wish they were more transparent and show uh, what they were discussing and what they were talking about. I wish they really did. Um, Also on SpaceX today, they its second attempt and it was successful. Crew 11 launched to go to International Space Station. Crew 10 will be coming home soon. Um, the reason why it's a second attempt, yesterday they couldn't launch because of the weather. There were a lot of static clouds in this up that was sitting above over the space complex, and they thought, no, this is not a good touch because there was a lot of static in the clouds. Today they were able to launch because there was really no. Everything looked good, and the clouds. I'm sorry, clouds kind of moved off, which helped. Um, so they're on their way up there. They arrive. Crew 11 arrives, I think, at International Space Station about 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. They said it's about a 13-hour ride. So they basically would eat dinner, go to sleep, then get up early in the morning and get ready for the uh, docking procedure on ISIS. So, I'm, of course, they'd be carrying with them a whole bunch of experiment science experiments and replace everything that needs replacing wherever it's been ordered. I think there's going to be another restocking of supplies soon in the winter. They'll be sending up. Usually Russia sends them up, but we send them up too. Um, and of course, in any space exploration, when you're building a new rocket, I've forgotten the name of the rocket, but this was down in Australia. They were trying to set up a brand new rocket for a flight test, and for some reason, the old girl decided not to fly. She just went up a little bit, went sideways, and then crashed. Uh, they don't know if there was a thruster issue, booster issue, engine issue, or what the deal was. They'll be finding out today. Um, which it happens in any uh flight testing. Well, look at SpaceX. I mean, they come a long way. Um, I remember the little Starhopper ship that they built to test one engine, and that thing worked perfectly. It was kind of cute. Um, and then, of course, when they did the standard rocket, then this one they were starting to have some problems. But you know, going back to drawing board, double checking everything, you know, making some changes. That's how you work it. And it's like in any flight test. I remember in the 60s, it took NASA a long time, like 3 years, 5 years, in order to launch a rocket. We were kind of lucky back then. And of course, we had very smart women running behind those too, because many of them were mathematicians. Um, so I don't think women should be ignored. we're behind this. We want to make sure things are right. We want to make sure things are correct. Um. Anyway, keep go to launchpad.com, and he does broadcasting live of the space missions. Now, there's one thing I need to talk to you about is Loki. Of course, you know, last week ago, last Tuesday, I had taken him in to get that lump looked at and everything on his forehead. Well, last Tuesday or this past Tuesday, or they week ago Tuesday, they took the sample. And then I heard from the vet yesterday, because it takes about a week for the results to come back. And there is a good strong possibility that Loki may have cancer. Yeah, I'm upset about it too. But she thinks there's also a fungal infection going on. So this coming Tuesday, he's going in for his nose sample to find out what's going on with his nose. He's still leaking from his nose. He's still sneezing occasionally and, junk coming out. It's not yellow junk, it's not infectious or anything. And of course, his eye is leaking as well. And of course, you have your sinuses and everything that run along there. But anyway, a sample will be taken on Tuesday. I should know the following week on that results. If it's not fungal infection and it does show cancer, well, the only thing I could do is make him comfortable. He's still eating somewhat. He's still bossing me around somewhat. He's still drinking water. He goes to the restroom. But he's been sleeping a lot. He's sleeping now, by the way. Usually he comes and tells me it's lunchtime, but no. And of course, the hot weather hasn't helped any with him. He hates hot weather as much as I do. So anyway, keep your thoughts and prayers for Loki. I'll keep you posted. And I would like your opinion on what should I do. Now, treating Loki, if he has cancer but he also has a fungal infection, then it's very, very hard to treat him because you can't use medications that won't touch the fungus infection. He's not to the point like where Cyrano was. Cyrano was fighting what is it called? It's basically a glandular issue. But he also had lymphoma, cancer lymphoma. But he was so far gone that it got to the point where I had to put him to sleep because he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't eating, wasn't drinking. No, he was letting me know he was ready to go. Now with Loki, he told me he's still kind of kicking, he's still fighting this, but the thing is, age is not so much against him like it was with Cyrano. Cyrano was 14. Loki is 7 years old. Yeah, that's young for cancer, for cats and dogs. Well, kind of young, but it's getting more common. I lost a German Shepherd, and she was 7 when I lost her too. She has spinal paralysis, which is a sort of a neurological issue. Rex, I lost him to cancer. He was a collie. Um, so anyway, I will keep you posted on Loki, and I'm trying not to be upset about this, but basically I am because pets are my life, okay? And having a pet around helps you not to be depressed, not to be, um, oh, what's the other thing? Gives you companionship more than anything. So, I will talk to you later. I'll keep you posted. I will see you on. Let me check my calendar real quick. Hold on a second. Calendar. Oh, it is working on this. They must have fixed it. Okay. Huh. Partially fixed it. Okay, hold on a second. Let me check my calendar. I was going to use Edge, and for some reason it didn't flip to Edge. Um, um, Monday, I will see you at 1 o'clock. Um, I will see you at 1 o'clock. And hope you guys have a good weekend. Watch your favorite teams. Um, just have a good weekend. And I will see you later. Love to all. Be sure to like and subscribe. It's free. And I need more subscribers. My goal is to go live, solely live on YouTube and not use Facebook. So I'm trying to work toward that. So I need more subscribers, like 1,000 more. If you know any other friends or anything, and just share. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Love to all, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.